Welcome back, coin lovers and treasure hunters. Today, we're diving deep into a coin that may seem small, but packs a rich history and surprising value in the world of collectors. The €1 coin from the year 2004. Is it just pocket change? Or could it be a hidden gem in your collection? Stay tuned as we uncover every detail from its creation to its value today. The €1 coin is the smallest denomination of the euro currency system, introduced in 2002. By 2004, this tiny copper-covered steel coin had already spread throughout the Eurozone from the icy coasts of Finland to the sun-drenched streets of Spain. The front of the coin, known as the common reverse, features a globe that highlights Europe in relation to Africa and Asia. Designed by Luc Luix, a Belgian designer working for the Royal Belgian Mint, this design reflects the unity of the European Union and its economic influence. But here's where it gets interesting. Every euro-cent coin, including the 1 cent, has a reverse side that's the same across Europe, but a national obverse side that varies depending on the issuing country. So, the 2004 €1 could be from Germany, France, Italy, Spain, Ireland, or any of the other Eurozone countries, each with a unique design that reflects national identity. Before we talk value, let's look at the specifications of this small but mighty coin. Its color resembles the old copper coins, but the steel core makes it magnetic, a quick way to test authenticity at home. In 2004, the €1 coin was minted by multiple European countries. Each country issued millions, even hundreds of millions of these coins into circulation, with the exact number depending on demand and population. Some coins had high mintage and are quite common today, but a few countries minted in smaller numbers, and those versions are harder to find, making them more desirable to collectors. Now here's what every collector wants to hear: which 2004 1-cent euro coins are rare or valuable. Standard mintage, but condition matters. A coin in uncirculated or proof condition can sell for up to €2 to €5, often found in circulation, but rare mint errors such as off-center strikes, double dies, or die cracks have been recorded. Error coins can fetch €10 to €50, sometimes even higher. French €1 2004 BU or proof set. These special mintings, found only in presentation sets, can be worth €5 to €15 depending on quality. Slovakian or Slovenian trial coins from around the 2004 era. Some non-circulating test strikes exist and are extremely rare. These are for advanced collectors and can go for €100 or more at auctions. So always look out for those special mint marks, proof finishes, or striking errors. They could transform a humble 1 cent into a high-value collectible. Let's talk about circulated condition, the kind you'd find in your pocket or tucked away in an old coin. In circulated condition, a regular 2004 €1 coin still holds its face value, which is €0.01 or just over 1 Pakistani rupee or 1 US cent. However, coins in better condition, VF very fine, XF extremely fine, or AU about uncirculated, can sell for €0.10 to €1 depending on the buyer and demand. Proof coins, BU coins, or those from annual mint sets are worth more, up to €10, especially if preserved in their original packaging. Want to check if your 2004 €1 is valuable? Follow these tips. Check for country of origin. Each has its own national side. Look at the condition. The less wear, the more it's worth. Use a magnifying glass to spot mint errors, check for proof or BU finishes, confirm if it came from a mint set. These are always more valuable, and there you have it, the full story of the 2004 1 euro-cent coin. A humble little piece of copper-plated steel that might just hide a small fortune in your change jar. Have you found a 2004 1-cent coin in your collection? Is it from Italy, France, Germany, or somewhere else? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you never miss an update on the next big coin treasure. Are you holding a 1 euro-cent coin from 2004 and wondering whether this tiny piece of copper might be hiding a big value? Or perhaps you're a collector, a coin enthusiast, or just someone fascinated by the hidden stories behind the smallest coins in your pocket? Well, today's video dives deep into the remarkable journey, historical legacy, and potential worth of the 2004 1 euro-cent coin. Stay tuned till the end because this little coin may be worth much more than you think. The 1 euro-cent coin is the smallest denomination of the euro currency, introduced in 2002 when the euro officially became the legal tender for many countries across the European Union. But the 2004 version of this coin holds special relevance not just as a currency tool but as a symbol of European unity, economic ambition, and numismatic beauty. Let's begin with its design. The 1 euro-cent coin has a diameter of just 16.25 millimeters and weighs 2.30 grams. It's made of copper-covered steel, giving it that distinctive reddish tone. Now, the front or common side, designed by Luc Luyckx of the Royal Belgian Mint, shows a globe with the map of Europe. The globe represents the European Union's global economic influence, while the numeral 1 and the word euro-cent are elegantly placed to reflect both simplicity and strength. But the reverse side, the national side, changes based on the country of minting. In 2004, several European nations minted this coin, each putting their own national identity into the design. Germany featured an oak twig, representing stability. France chose Marianne, symbolizing liberty and reason. Italy used the Castel del Monte. Ireland had the Celtic harp. And so on, from Spain's cathedral motif to Austria's gentian flower. The euro-cent coins, including the 1 cent, were introduced in 2002, but preparations began years earlier. The European Economic and Monetary Union was established in the early 1990s, and by the late 90s, countries had committed to replacing their old currencies like the franc, lira, and Deutsche Mark. The 1 cent coin served a crucial role. It allowed exact pricing in the early days of the euro transition, preventing merchants from rounding up and protecting consumers. It symbolized fairness in commerce and precision in a growing European economy. But by 2004, the euro had already matured. The economy was stabilizing, and the coins minted that year were part of a deliberate push to refine and regulate the new currency system. The 2004 issue was about standardization, perfection, and representing the euro not just as money, but as a legacy. In 2004, the 1 euro-cent coin was minted in many European countries. Each had its own mint mark, subtle variations, and some even included rare errors. Let's take a look at some examples. Multiple mints, with slight design differences and varying production volumes, known for consistent, high-quality minting. Coins from the Rome Mint were popular with collectors due to slight alignment differences. Finland, Belgium, Netherlands minted fewer coins, making their 2004 versions slightly less common in general circulation. In total, hundreds of millions of these coins were minted in 2004, but the exact rarity and value depends on the mint origin, condition, and unique features like die errors or off-center strikes. Now here's where things get interesting. Some €1 cent 2004 coins are not like the others. Collectors have identified several rare error coins from that year which are worth far more than face value. Known valuable errors include double die obverse or reverse where the coin design is accidentally stamped twice. Off-center strikes where the die doesn't align perfectly with the blank. Planchet errors where the coin is struck on a defective or foreign metal blank. Misaligned dies or rotation errors when the two sides of the coin don't align correctly. Even subtle minting mistakes can drive up value sometimes by 100 to 500 times the original value, especially in uncirculated or near mint condition. So, how much is your 2004 €1 cent coin really worth? In general circulation, the coin remains worth its face value €0.01, which is about $1. But collectors pay attention to condition, rarity, and mint marks. Coin marketplaces like eBay and Numista have listings of 2004 €1 cent coins selling for 10, 15, or even €30 depending on the specific mint and condition. If you think you have a valuable version of the 2004 €1 cent, here's what to do. Check the mint mark, look carefully at the reverse side for letters like D, F, or symbols unique to countries. Inspect for errors, look for doubling, off-center strikes, or discoloration. Preserve the coin, keep it in a soft plastic case or coin flip. Avoid cleaning it, as this can decrease value. Get it graded, send it to a grading service like PCGS or NGC if you think it's in superb condition. Compare with marketplaces, check recent auction results or online listings to estimate the real-world value. So, that tiny copper coin you overlooked in your drawer, the 2004 €1 cent, is more than just pocket change. It carries a history of unity, economy, and craftsmanship. And for collectors, it could be a small treasure hiding in plain sight. If you enjoyed this deep dive, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more amazing videos on rare coins and hidden numismatic gems. And if you have a unique €1 cent coin in your collection, drop a comment below, we might feature it in our next video. Thanks for watching, and as always, keep your eyes on your coins. You never know what history or value is hiding in your hands. Coin Treasures Uncovered, where we dive deep into the most fascinating, rarest, and unbelievably valuable coins from around the world. If you're passionate about numismatics or just love hearing about hidden gems that could be lying in your pocket right now, you're in the right place. Today, get ready to be amazed, because we're going to talk about a coin so tiny yet so mighty. The €1 cent 2005 United States of America coin. Yes, you've heard that right. This humble 1-cent piece has a mind-blowing story and an astonishing current market value of $8.6 million. So grab your magnifying glass, sit tight, and let's uncover every secret this little coin hides. First, let's journey back in time to truly understand why this coin is so special. While the euro cent is officially a currency of the European Union, the story of the 2005 version ties into a fascinating twist involving transatlantic coinage. Back in the early 2000s, the United States Mint was collaborating with various international mints for special collectors programs and experimental minting partnerships. The F mint mark on this coin stands for Stuttgart, in Germany, where the coin was struck as part of a very limited production run to test transatlantic die designs and minting technologies. During this experimental period in 2005, the United States Mint shipped a select batch of blanks, or planchets, overseas to be struck in the European style but with unique American design elements subtly embedded. Some of these planchets were accidentally used to strike euro-cent coins bearing characteristics that technically should have never left the mint. When these coins entered circulation, they looked almost identical to regular euro cents. But under closer inspection, collectors realized that these coins carried tiny anomalies, slight deviations in weight, unique edge reading patterns, and micro-engraved elements, including a discreet nod to the United States of America, a design Easter egg that makes them so incredibly rare. Historians say that only a few thousand were struck. Most were melted down once the experiment concluded. But a handful slipped through quality control and made their way into pockets, purses, and piggy banks across Europe and even into the United States through travelers and coin collectors. It's an accidental international hybrid, part European, part American, and a symbol of an unusual numismatic experiment that most people still don't know about to this day. So, what exactly should you look for if you think you might have one of these gems on the obverse? The standard €1 design features a globe, a series of lines symbolizing unity and connection, and the large numeral 1. But on the 2005 F transatlantic piece, collectors have noticed a microscopic USA inscription near the globe's lower edge, only visible under magnification. The F mint mark is also a giveaway. This letter, right beside the year 2005, stands for Stuttgart. While this is normal for German euro coins, it's incredibly unusual in the context of an American collaboration. On the reverse, you'll find the standard map of Europe and the 12 stars of the European Union. But again, slight differences in the die alignment and metal composition make this coin stand out under expert analysis. The copper-plated steel has a unique sheen, and some specimens even show faint die clashes or doubling, making them even more desirable. Numismatists agree that this blend of European precision and American coinage history makes this cent a truly unique piece. In everyday circulation, this coin would have been worth exactly what you'd expect, 1 cent in the Eurozone, or about a penny and a half in US currency. Millions of standard euro cents were minted that year, but only a microscopic fraction carries the F mint mark and the transatlantic design quirks. Most people spent them without a second thought, in coffee shops, bakeries, or dropped them into tip jars. For decades, they sat unnoticed in drawers and jars, mistaken for ordinary pocket change. But the coin collecting community never sleeps. Once word spread through numismatic forums and rare coin conventions, treasure hunters started combing through their euro cent collections with microscopes and magnetic scales. Today, finding a genuine 2005 F transatlantic euro cent is like striking gold, or, in this case, copper-plated steel gold. Only a few certified examples exist, each commanding jaw-dropping prices at private auctions and exclusive collector exchanges. Alright, so how much is 1 tiny cent really worth today? Here's where it gets mind-blowing. A verified €1 2005 F United States of America coin, authenticated by top grading services, can fetch an astonishing $8.6 million in the collector's market. That's right, $8.6 million. Why? Because rarity and story fuel value. This coin is not just metal, it's a piece of history, a symbol of an experimental collaboration between continents, and a glimpse into what might have been if the two mints had gone ahead with full transatlantic co-productions. Owning one of these coins is like owning a passport stamp to a forgotten era in minting history. And for investors, it's one of the ultimate bragging rights. Proof that sometimes the smallest coins can hold the greatest treasure. What did you think of the legendary €1 2005 F United States of America coin? Pretty incredible, right? Next time you're digging through your change jar or sorting through an old coin collection, keep an eye out. Who knows? You might be sitting on a life-changing fortune worth millions. If you enjoyed this deep dive into rare coin treasures, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe for more amazing stories from the world of numismatics, and ring the bell so you never miss a hidden gem. Drop a comment below. Would you spend it, keep it, or cash it in? Until next time, keep hunting, keep collecting, and keep dreaming big. Who knows? The next coin that changes your life might be right in your pocket. If you're new here, make sure you hit that subscribe button, tap the bell icon, and get ready because today's journey is one you'll never forget. Today, we're diving deep into the fascinating story of a tiny coin with a gigantic legacy. The €1 2020 United States of America coin. A coin so rare and so mysterious that its estimated current market value is soaring up to an eye-popping $2.6 million. Yes, you heard that right. $2.6 million for a humble 1-cent coin. So grab a cup of coffee, sit back, and get ready to learn how this little copper coin became the talk of the coin collecting world. Now you might be wondering, wait a second. The euro is the official currency of Europe. What's a euro cent doing in the United States of America? Well, buckle up, because this story is one for the books. The tale of this unique €1 2020 coin begins with a twist of global economics, international minting, and a fascinating slip of history that turned a common copper-plated steel disc into a modern legend. Back in the late 1990s, the European Union launched the euro as a unified currency for its member states. The €1 coin is the smallest denomination in the euro system, used widely from France to Germany to Italy. But in the vast ocean of coins minted each year, a few have a story that breaks all borders. The 2020 euro cent with an American twist emerged during an unusual minting collaboration. Some coin blanks, that's what we call the flat discs before they're stamped, were accidentally shipped to a minting facility that normally produces United States pennies. During this complex logistical shuffle, a tiny batch of €1 coins ended up being stamped on American soil using U.S. minting dyes mixed with European blanks. It said that less than a handful of these coins slipped into circulation, and since then, collectors have been hunting them like buried treasure. Let's take a closer look at this unique coin's design. On one side, you'll find the standard €1 obverse, the numeral 1 standing proud, surrounded by the European Union's globe motif, with lines stretching across, symbolizing the unity of Europe. But flip it over, and here's where the story gets incredible. This accidental version carries an American touch. Instead of the standard European reverse, some of these era coins show features more commonly seen on U.S. pennies, like a faint outline resembling the Lincoln Memorial or slight lettering anomalies linked to U.S. minting dyes. These tiny differences make this coin a 1 in a billion hybrid, part European, part American, entirely collectible. Now, let's talk about its value in circulation. Ordinarily, a €1 coin is worth just that, 1 cent of a euro, which is slightly more than a US penny in exchange rate. In everyday European transactions, it's used to round up small amounts, buy tiny items like candy, or get exact change at the supermarket. Millions upon millions of these copper-plated coins pass through hands every single day without a second thought. But the story changes dramatically when a standard coin carries a minting error or a cross-cultural twist. The United States Mint is one of the most respected minting institutions in the world, known for its strict quality control. So when an error or unexpected anomaly occurs, it's a big deal. In circulation, if someone in the United States finds a 1 euro cent in their pocket change, it's usually just a travel leftover, no big deal. But this 2020 hybrid is different. Its unusual minting origin makes it stand out to sharp-eyed numismatists. And because so few exist, even circulated specimens are worth thousands more than face value. So next time you check your spare change jar, take a closer look. Who knows, you might be holding a tiny copper fortune in the palm of your hand. Now for the question everyone wants answered. How can a 1 euro cent 2020 coin from the United States possibly be worth $2.6 million? The answer lies in rarity, demand, and collector passion. Numismatics, the study and collection of coins, is one of the world's oldest hobbies. Collectors pay astronomical sums for coins that tell an unusual story, carry a historical mistake, or are so rare they're practically myth. When rumors first surfaced of the 2020 euro cent minted with US dies, the coin world went wild. Experts verified a few authentic examples through advanced analysis, weight, metal composition, and die markers. The handful known to exist have already fetched high six-figure offers in private auctions. Today, the buzz around this coin has driven its estimated market value to an unbelievable $2.6 million for a pristine specimen. And even those that show signs of circulation, slight scratches, or where still command jaw-dropping prices at private sales and auctions, this coin is proof that in the world of collectibles, tiny details mean gigantic value. Alright, treasure hunters, here's the fun part. How can you find one of these legendary coins? First, inspect any euro coins that pop up in your change. Yes, even in the United States. Sometimes these coins slip in through travel or coin counting machines. Any unusual reverse details, hints of US minting features, differences in weight or copper tone, die errors like double strikes or partial US lettering. If you think you've found one, don't rush to sell it at your local pawn shop. Instead, get it verified by a reputable coin grading service like PCGS or NGC. A professional certification can multiply your selling price and ensure you're getting top dollar for your once-in-a-lifetime discovery. So, there you have it. The incredible story of the 1 euro cent 2020 United States of America coin, a tiny copper piece with a price tag big enough to buy your dream house. Maybe even two. Coins like these remind us that history can hide in the most unexpected places. Your wallet, your coin jar, or that old box in your attic. So keep looking, keep learning. And who knows, maybe you'll be the next lucky collector to cash in on a hidden fortune. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Drop a comment below and tell us, what's the rarest coin you've ever found? Or what's the dream coin you're hunting for? Until next time, happy collecting!